Welcome to Color. My name is Brad Slattery. I work for ColorPoint Greenhouse. I'm the IT manager. I also deal with all of our different issues related to shipping, tagging of our product, some of the environmental controls that go on in the greenhouse. ColorPoint was started in 2002, and it's owned by Art and Ken Van Wingerden, and part of the Van Wingerden family of greenhouses, you might say. We're a 15-acre bedding plant facility, 15 acres under glass, and we supply mostly the big box sort of do-it-yourself market. We do over 100 varieties of plants and millions of those in various containers over the course of a season. We print a couple million labels a year, stick tags into all those containers. We would deliver about, during the spring season, 25 tractor trailer loads a day, which is upwards of 1,000 carts of product that are all tracked through RFID. The biggest issues we were having is tracking our assets, particularly in this case our carts that we deliver our product on. And then I would say, secondly, that more efficient routing of our shipping. Shipping's a large percentage of our cost, and being able to more efficiently route our trucks, deliver our products, track the location of our assets and the return of those assets was definitely the key factor to move us in that direction. We started basically with a manual process, pencil and paper, if you will. Eventually we moved to bar coding, which proved inefficient and inaccurate, and then eventually we transitioned to an RFID system. We tried for a period of about 4 years, and actually in that process worked with 2 specific other companies that, you know, a lot of people seem to have the answer or would say they have the answer, but we found after we tore up our docks and concrete multiple times, purchased multiple different software systems, worked with different software engineers, changed out hardware multiple times, tested different tags over the course of those 2 years and multiple vendors, that we still weren't getting the results we want, and that's what pushed us in the direction of SATO.
This solution includes specially designed composite modules and tags. When encoded with the cart's individual identification, they are applied to the cart and secured with the clearance necessary to facilitate a cart's movement by forklift, without damaging the tag or module. Durable and read reliable, it's designed for ColorPoint and their industry.
First of all, in our route planning, because in being able to track our assets, we know which customer locations they're at. We also know the aging of how long they've been there, which is always a big problem for us because, you know, we find our carts after a time with, you know, other department materials on them when they're at our vendor locations or our customer locations. And knowing how long the carts have been there give us a much more accurate picture when we're going into our route plans as to how to plan our truck routing to be able to bring those carts back. Secondly, out at the dock, the iTrack dock monitor helps load our trucks more efficiently, both in the algorithms it uses in terms of placement inside of the trailer, but also because now the dock staff have real-time, 100% accurate information. The system tells them where to put the carts and tells them which IDs have been placed in which location, when the route's complete, and the dock staff now have a very high level of confidence that the system is giving them good information and it's helping them rather than one more piece of hardware or software that they have to fight against. And then of course, thirdly, and perhaps the impetus for this whole plan was to be able to track our carts, to know where they're at, how many are in our facility, how many are at customer locations, and how many are at each of those customer locations and for how long they've been there. So increased routing efficiency. Obviously vehicle and routing costs are a big piece of the pie for us in terms of costs. Increased loading efficiency, and then also a much better view into our assets and their locations. We have thousands of carts that cost upwards of $400 or $500 a piece. It's a multi-million-dollar asset to us. It benefits us in terms of our insurance because they like the fact that we have insight into where all that money, if you will, is spread out there amongst our customers. If we were to have need of a claim or something of that sort, we can show the length that we go to keep track of these assets. The biggest thing we're seeing right off was that we're getting 100% read rates, and that really was the Achilles heel of all the previous systems that we had tried. I've seen at least already, and we've only been using the system now for a little under a year, already a full percentage point of cost reduction in our shipping costs, which is a large amount for us if we can justify that kind of a percentage of savings. The system's already paid for itself a couple of times over just within the first year.
Hi, my name is Matthew Little and I'm with ColorPoint. After SATO implemented the new iTrack system, it's become more easy for me to keep up with my carts, and I can see how many loads I have to load a day and how many carts I have out in the trailers that needs to be unloaded.
We've seen firsthand and experienced that SATO has the team of people, the experience and the technology expertise to not only propose the right solution and engineer the right solution, but implement the right solution, and they can deliver. We met them at one of our trade shows. They came to our facility shortly thereafter. They actually brought an entire team of people from several different divisions. We worked with them on some of our production labeling and asset tracking, and we also got to meet with their engineer, their implementation staff. They all came on site, actually set up an entire demo of the RFID tracking system for us and left it here for us to test out. And we worked with them extensively before we actually implemented the production system. We have several avenues that we've already planned to take the technology. One of the huge benefits to us in working with SATO is being able to work closely with both their implementation staff and engineering, which has worked out very well for us. Absolutely, SATO was. They have provided everything from the support, the planning and engineering, software development. All of the hardware was sourced to them as well, and we also use them for our in-house printing and consumables. So they've even gone a little beyond what this project initially scoped out at. We use SATO as a turnkey provider.